Hey guys, Redneck Wannabe here. I hope all is well with you and your family today. So I'm here at the greenhouse today, and I'm going to show you a couple things where I was frustrated last year, and hopefully I found a remedy to that. But it is January 20th today, and some people are getting ready to start their seedlings. Some of y'all, depending on the part of the country that you live in, y'all have a couple more months. I'm glad I'm not you if you have a couple more months. But anyway, I have started some seedlings for peppers and eggplants because those tend to, for me anyway, those tend to take forever to get to be a pretty good size to plant. So like I said, it's January 20th, so I think I planted these, I don't know, a week to 10 days ago, something like that. And so they have, hopefully you can see, they've germinated. And so what I've done is I brought them out here to the farm. I'm going to leave them here in the greenhouse. And but anyway, I'll show you a couple things. So last year, what I noticed is when this one hadn't sprouted yet, but I would get popsicle sticks for the markers. And what I found is after, sometimes it was a week, sometimes it was a couple weeks, alright, here, let me back up. I would take a popsicle stick and I would write on there, peppers, eggplants, whatever. And I'd put it in there, and a couple weeks later, it would fade, and I couldn't see what it was. I mean, sometimes vaguely I could see it, sometimes I couldn't. So this year, I thought, well, I've got a great idea. I'm going to take that same popsicle stick, but I'm going to spray paint it. And I spray paint it silver, and then I'm going to take a permanent marker and I'm going to write over it. But, as you can tell, it definitely works better, but there are some that, let me see if I can find one. Like that. That's really, really hard to see. So I think I have found a remedy, and it's nothing that I thought of. I just happened to read it in a magazine article. So I happened to pick up a Mother Earth News, and they had an article about, and I don't know whether you want to call them plant stakes, seedling stakes, whatever, but they said get some old mini blinds. So that's what I did. So what I did was I happened to be in Fort Worth one day, and I went by the Habitat for Humanity store. And so I go in and I bought this for $6. And then just so happened the next day I'm at the shop and I find a big, long mini blind. And I picked that one up for free. So I got 2 mini blinds basically for $6. And what I would do is I would get the plastic mini blinds, not the metal, just because I think the metal, if you cut it, number one, it'll be tougher to cut. Number two is if you cut it, you're going to have metal shavings or metal shards that will poke. So I've already done one, so I kind of know what I'm doing here. But what I did was, here's the bottom. If you cut these strings right here on the outside, sorry, I'm trying to do this all with one hand, but if you cut these 2 strings right here and right here, then what will happen is these blinds will just slide right on out. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. And it's not even 60 degrees outside, and it is almost 80 degrees in here in the greenhouse, and I'm starting to get a little sweaty. So alright, so I cut this one and this one, this long string that goes all the way down. Now these just slide right on out. So now I just cut them. And I'm not going to cut all of them just because it's going to get boring. But now, here we go. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to get my permanent marker and I'm just going to write whatever, and I'm just going to slide it right in. So there's the old and there's the new. And you know, I've got a ton of markers here, so you know, maybe I'll have some more for next year. My thinking is if I save them for next year, the plastic's probably going to get dry and brittle, and I'll have to go find some more. But still, you know, for $6, that's a bunch of seedling markers. So that's what I'm going to try this year. If I have any issues, I'll let you know. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn the camera around now and show you what I'm doing for the seedlings. So if you'll notice, I've got mini lights right under here. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is, so I know what you're seeing, I'm going to pause this and then I'll start back here in just a second. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks guys. So part 2. So what I've done is I've gotten mini lights and I have put them underneath the trays of the seedlings. And my thinking is during the afternoon I won't need mini lights. But you know, the weather right now, the forecast is in the next few days, I think it's like mid-50s. At night it drops down to the mid-30s. So mid-50s with sun, it should be toasty in here, nice and toasty. At night, what I've got the timer right there, and so I've got the timer set for around 5 o'clock. These mini lights will pop up and they will stay on from 5 till 9 a.m. And what I'm doing is with the mini lights is I'm just keeping heat. I'm keeping the seedlings warm. I've tried a heat lamp before. That worked okay, but it didn't really get the soil temperature that warm, so I've done mini lights. I've done mini lights for the last couple years. The only challenge that you have with mini lights is you can't put too many on, or you pop a breaker, and then, you know, you just have to go, either you blow a fuse here and you have to find that blown fuse, or you pop a breaker back at the house. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I hope this helps come seedling time. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.